Hello Gundam fans, welcome back to another Gunpla Review video. This is going to be the Real Grade Wing Zero, not the Wing, the Zero, because there's two. It's confusing as hell sometimes, but regardless, this is going to be the Real Grade version of it. I built the Master Grade as one of my first, like, I'd say 6 Master Grades. Fun build. Just spoilers alert, whenever I get to that review, I may have to buy another one because whenever I was building it, I had my cup of paint, like water that I use for my paintbrushes, and it spilt all over it because I'm a stupid ass, and as you can tell, I'm a disorganized person, and this is what my area looks like right now. I'll clean it up later. I'm busy. Anyway, though, this is going to be the Real Grade version again, so I hope this helps you guys out, because I'm going to definitely get into it, and at the end I will give my official rating of it, so please stay tuned for that. Hopefully my rating has gotten a little bit better since my first video, because I've been working on trying to figure that out. Anyway, though, without further ado, let's help you out with your next Gunpla purchase. Alright, and this is everything that comes in the box of the Wing Gundam Zero EW, or Endless Waltz. We got our manual. It's pretty standard with these kits. I'm gonna say that right now. On this one, we have plenty of hand options. I just kind of tossed them there because they were hands. So you got your shitty Real Grade hands. These garbage pandas. I don't give a fuck. Go over there. Never gonna be used. Just kind of there, so I had them to talk about. Next, we're going to talk about these guys right here. These are some open palm hands. Then we have the closed fist hands, which these do come on the runners with the actual frame. Still using the Real Grade frame on this one. And then we have a action base adapter, beam sabers, and then the most badass aspect, these cool ass guns. So, before I go ahead and get into the kit itself, these two guns do connect, which the stickers aren't staying very well. Thanks, stickers. There we go. Yeah, there we go. But they do connect. You can push them together, and they will kind of make a the dual gun that he has in the series. Currently, where I'm at right here, I've finished up. I'm getting close to finishing the series. I'm not sure. I record ahead of time, and then I record these ahead of time. So, if you guys are watching my channel, you know what I'm talking about. But regardless, my goal has been to review these kits, and so I'm just trying to give my input on it. So, yep, these two will go together. I just don't remember how. Close enough. And then, of course, these have the hands that are used for guns, because there's a gun pair of hands. Amazing! Thank you, Bandite! Alright, leave me alone. I'm just excited because they're actually using legitimate hands instead of those garbage pandas to hold guns. So here's the kit itself. He doesn't have any hands because, of course, I took them off. So I can show you guys the hands. This is what it looks like with the decals and the sticker, well, the decal stickers, and then a bit of panel lining. Just do a little 360 in my hand, which you guys, if you want, you can pause it at whenever I do my posing portion of this. So, alright, let's get to that articulation. So, this kit has a lot of things going on with it, so it can do this, so flying poses in the air, whoosh, because it does have a transformation, which I don't know if I'll transform it, but I might. So, those can go up and down, they help with that transformation. They can definitely have a wiggle here. I'll do it on this foot. This piece can go all the way down, because again, transformation stuff. The knee band does use a Real Grade frame, so it still has that. But this one also starts to have this right here. Not many of them had this at this point. And the only issue I have with the knees is... Oops. Is actually this piece right here. What's confusing is if you don't have it transformed, this piece kind of gets confused and doesn't know where to go. And then doesn't allow the top piece right up there to actually connect. And then you have issues like I'm showing right now. So that's my issue with the knee right there. Yeah, it doesn't know what it wants anymore. It's like, where do I go, man? Where do I go? Where to go? There we go. So it just gets confused. So, alright, so there's going to be a kick forward. We're going to move on. I need to top coat this. These do move. I did get these backwards whenever I did build it, so be careful. Like with the back ones and the front ones, they were a little confusing, but I did figure it out. These right here do move around a little bit, still using the integrated frame. You can definitely see it in there. The ab crunch is actually not the worst, but it is, yeah, it doesn't hold very well. Yep, bye. Alright, the arms. Let's see how that elbow bend is. A pretty good little elbow bend right there. Which, wing, you're in the way. I guess it wouldn't be called the Wing Gundam without, you know, a wing, but still. These shoulders come off very easily, but again, this is all to allow for the transformation, because there's a little piece right here that allows it to slide, so that you can put them down for the actual transformation portion of it. God damn it. And the head does a bit of a wiggle around right here. Doesn't go all the way around without forcing it. You do have some Vulcans right here. I believe these are Vulcans, or these are machine guns, something. Hard to tell, they're in there. I wish they would have done like maybe a metallic color, because this is a real grade. But I'm gonna leave my complaints for later. Now with the wings, they're a bit of a mess sometimes, so I do want to point that out before we start moving them around. So you can pull them out and get it to look like so. And then we have the actual individual feathers that move around. Allows you to do some stuff with them, so all of them will move. This bar right back here allows for movement all the way around, all the way like that, and all the way like that. The next joint, because there's another joint, allows it to go forward, backwards, and that's about it for that. Next we have the second pair of wings. And these will allow you to go up all the way to right about there. They do spread apart, like so. Show that a little bit better. And they can move around. They're easy to pull off. They're just pushed in right there. They can be flat. They can go straight back. Now there's one other thing I haven't shown on this kit, and that's going to be... Well, I haven't shown another thing. He does have a cockpit. I just don't remember how to open the cockpit. I build these kits and I don't remember things about them later on. Maybe it doesn't have an opening cockpit. I thought this one did. It might be the other Wing Gundam that I have built. So, regardless, done with that. The last part, we got some beam sabers. They clip right in the back of the wings, like so. And even though this is using the old real grade frame, it's still a hefty kit. There's my wiggle test. Oh yeah, it took a good little wiggle and only one wing fell off. Like, I was shaking it pretty good there. I wasn't like straight up throwing it up and down, but I was giving it a nice little jiggle, and it took that much to pull one wing off. So, durability, fantastic. Alright, that's going to be it for this review on the Wing Zero EW Real Grade, number 17. So I'm going to get right into the ratings. So for the posability and articulation, I'm going to have to give this a 5 out of 10. Anytime you try to move something to pose it, to articulate, anything to move it, it just falls apart. So easily a 5 out of 10. Now when it comes to the appearance on the shelf, this is a real grade. These look phenomenal. I'm going to have to give this a 9.5 out of 10. Just because it could have a little more detail. It's just so small, so that's kind of why I'm pushing it back. Some of these real grades are just phenomenal for their detail, but this one gets a half a point knocked off just because it's too small for the amount that they need to put on it. Now for the buildability, I thought about it for a while when I was building it. I'm like, this is an easy 9 out of 10. And now that I think about the actual build and the process, it's been a couple weeks, I'm going to have to drop that down to a 7 out of 10. Just because, as I thought about it, it's still not the greatest experience for a build for any Gunpla. It still uses that inner frame, all that stuff. Now, for the durability and playability, like I was stating with the posing and articulation, anytime you move anything, arms, joints, whatever, something's gonna fall off, I guarantee it. The hands, put the guns in the hands, something's gonna fall off. Trying to get it in the pose where he has his hands like this, had to be removed, and things fell off everywhere trying to get that in that pose. It took me a good 30-40 minutes to do that pose. Alright, so that's going to be it for the Wing Zero EW. As my final thoughts on it, if you're going to get any Wing Zero, you might want to go with the Master Grade on this one, just because it's a slight bit better. It's not the most improvement, but get the Verkaw version just because it looks nice too. You're going to have a little bit of a better time, so save that extra buck, because this kit is around $30 to $40 US dollars. So just spend a little bit more and get you the Verkaw Master Grade. Unless you have to have a small Wing Zero for your collection, grab this one. Anyway, that's going to be on this one. If you're liking the video, slash that subscribe button. The next video I'll be doing is the Real Grade 00 for the Real Grade line of my channel. Anyway, that's it for me in this one. I'm out.